Y'all just watched one of the best Flash games ever made on the internet. Now, I want to tell you why Super Smash Flash 2 is one of the best Flash games I've ever played in my life. Not only have I played this multiple times in my life, but I've played this with multiple people in my life. Super Smash Flash 2, easily, I have played with my brother millions of times over. I have played with Nick one or two times. I think I tried playing this for my older channels. I'm not 100% sure on that. That's probably the one I'm least sure about. But I have played this game religiously back in the day on Flash, on my computer. Right? Well, I didn't have a thumbnail for Legends, and I wanted to make this one right away since I was already tripling up for a fat minute. As it was with sharing my stream on my tablet or so on and so on. But anyway, so this game was so good to me because this game also helped me cope with times that I couldn't describe. I still remember playing Super Smash Flash 2 at my buddy Nick's house when that racist... I think we played it that day, but I could be thinking of a different day. But I remember when me and Nick were really bored, we had nothing to eat, went over to his house. I told that man, you know, he got on the computer and said, what game should we look for? I said Super Smash Flash 2, we got to configure our controls because the default controls are a little confusing. So I could play on the same keyboard as him. So yes, I have an experience where we played on the same keyboard. But not only that experience, but I remember whooping my brother's ass so many times as Sonic, kind of spamming a homing attack. It was either homing attack, smash attacks, or not spamming, but, well, yeah, spamming. But, because this is before I actually played Ultimate and knew how to do other moves. So, I would spam smash attacks, I would spam homing attack as Sonic, and he would be Goku. Yes, fucking Goku is in the game, okay? This immediately got me and Louie's attention. I remember playing, Louie and I were so hyped to play Goku, Naruto, Ichigo, Luffy. We were like, no fucking way. This is the one, Smash game where they're actually involved in. And I know, it's Flash, so technically it doesn't count. Fuck you, it counts. The fact that they even managed to add that is something that Nintendo would never fucking do. But I think actually, you know what, next Smash game, they should do this because that's money they're missing out on. That's millions right there. Millions of dollars they're missing out on. Because not only they could be celebrating video game characters, but they could be celebrating anime characters. Like, dude, these fucking four right here alone made me and Louis flip my shit. I remember doing so many Winston Shurikens, Kamehameha on that fucking, on like Mario or something, or Bowser. Gets good, some stupid shit, right? Like, and Luffy, the little pistol, and they added the boy Rayman, bro. You know how happy I was when they added Rayman? I didn't know who Rayman was, but I loved the fuck out of his character at this time when I played the game. Just punching, kicking, helicopter herring around the stage, fucking peeking. Oh, and then this is the first game that added Sora. That was also fucking peaking. I still remember the time when they added Sora. Sora was such a cool addition because it was like, oh, the original Smash Bros. It took the original Smash Bros. Ultimate to add this fucker in. But in Flash, it was like the second game. And I know. But Flash games don't have to ask the creators for use, proper use, and so on and so on. Okay, true. You know, that's mainly how Sora really got in, is because he didn't really have to bother about asking. It's like, oh, make the motherfucker. It's a Flash game, so make the motherfucker, put him in. Oh, and then when they added Mega Man, too, they also added Mega Man before Smash 4 did it, too, or around the same time. So that was cool that Mega Man got in. Kind of wish X got in. Oh, and they added Black Mage. There's... You know, like before Cloud Strife, they added Black Mage. One of my favorite fun characters to play in Smash Flash 2, by the way. Oh, did you see the boy DK back there? Oh, yeah, they also added Waluigi. This was the first Smash game, probably the only Smash game where they're actually going to add Waluigi. But anyways, enough about talking about characters. Sorry, I kind of fanboyed a bit. Super Smash Flash 2 was one of my favorite Smash games for a long time because of the fact, I mean, yes, you could say that Super Smash Flash, you know, Super Smash Flash 2 or other games, it's no comparison. Official games are better, so on and so forth, right? Oh, they also added Bomberman, which was also really cool too. In my opinion, it doesn't even need to be official. I feel like Super Smash Flash 2, for not only me, but for millions of others, was the Smash game when you couldn't buy a Wii U. When you couldn't buy a Nintendo Switch. But this is before, or a Nintendo Wii even. You couldn't buy it, so what the fuck was your best bet? Super Smash Flash 2. It was the only fucking Smash game that felt legit. Nowadays, there's tons of Smash clones. Like, you got, like, your Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. I'm gonna be honest, none of them even compare to this fucking Flash game, to be honest. To me, anyway. Because they actually had the characters I fucking like in here. They even added some that no one expected, like Goku. I still can't believe Goku even made it in that fucking game. But my point is Super Smash Flash 2 was so fucking good with all the modes and all the gameplay and all the different modes they had in there and all the characters they added in comparison to the actual Smash Bros. And actually breaking that gap between, video game and anime characters, or anime characters aren't allowed to come in because they aren't originally, fucking video game characters or something. Some shit like that, right? Hold on. Fucking nose. Fucking hurting me right now. I don't know why. I'm trying to get this shit out. Jesus Christ. God. Oh my goodness. Hold on a minute. Oh my goodness. Jesus Christ, man. Ignore that shit. But yeah, like, Super Smash Flash 2, I know I haven't played it in, like, a very long time, so, like, there's gonna be that idea that, like, hey, what's the last version you played, and so on and so on. The last version I played was when we last had a fucking computer, which was my school computer, and I remember whipping it up quite a few times to play with Louie, and, it was fun. It was before I even had Ultimate. And to be honest, if all you played was this game, I don't even blame you. Moving away from official Smash for this game, I don't blame you. And I don't blame anyone that couldn't afford a Wii U or a Wii or whatever to play Super Smash Flash 2. I don't blame you guys. I practically did the same thing when I didn't play my Wii U or when I didn't have one. I went to this game because it was like the replacement. It was like the pseudo replacement. You know what I mean? Like, it was the game that you could whip up and be like, oh, I can play this. But the sad thing happened to Super Smash Flash 2. Since it used the Flash engine, a lot of Flash games after a while had to pull out because Adobe Flash ended up getting shut down. And this is what millions or hundreds upon hundreds of game creators use to build upon their games with. And now Super Smash Flash has, they saved their game, by the way. Super Smash Flash 2 is still a thing today. To this very day, it's still a thing. It's just that development for it slowed down / not as crazy. Because I do think Nintendo did get on their dick in terms of, getting on their dick in terms of, like, creating stuff, because I think Nintendo did come after them at a point. I just can't remember what point it was, so on and so forth. You know what I mean? But anyways, my point still stands that Super Smash Flash 2 is a phenomenal game, and I think everyone should play it at least one time. I feel like if you chose a Flash game to experience, Super Smash Flash 2, Mario Combat. Oh, I would love to talk about Mario Combat Deluxe and Mario Combat. Those are some great Flash games too. But Sonic Flash or Sonic the Ultimate Flash. I can't remember what it was called, but it was something like that. Super Mario Flash 1 and 2. But anyways, Super Smash Flash not only allowed me, but me and multiple people to make great memories out of that game. Even if I wasn't the best at it, I was like a very casual Smash player at this time. I didn't know everything or all the characters and all the music and where everything is from. I still love this game, man. And I remember recently watching a video about Super Smash Flash 2 tournaments and how this is like the closest the fan game I think reached to perfection. Because Super Smash Flash 2, I would argue, is one of, if not the first Smash-like game to get a tournament scene going for it behind the scenes. To be treated like it's like Melee. You know what I mean? In my opinion. And I know there's probably a lot of people out there that don't agree with me, that disagree, that can't see it the way I see it or something like that. But y'all can't lie. It's a phenomenal game from all its animations, from the music they selected, the stages they got, the characters they gave us. It's a phenomenal game. And even if I haven't played it anymore, because obviously I have Ultimate, and there's going to be millions of people that are probably... That's probably the sad part about Super Smash Flash 2, is that because Ultimate exists, because they also have Sora in this game, because Ultimate exists and like the next Super Smash Brothers exists, and they can't just simply whip up Adobe Flash and play Super Smash Flash 2 unless you like find a version of it and download it on the internet. You're not going to know where Super Smash Flash 2 went, man. You're going to be like out of options. You're just going to be... And since the Wii U server shut down, you can't really play Smash 4 online anymore. Or you can't even download the game if you just got a Wii U. You would probably have to buy a Wii U with a game with Super Smash already downloaded on that bitch in order to play Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U. And that's what makes me kind of sad, because Super Smash Flash was the Smash game that everybody went to in terms of when they couldn't get the next Smash game, or they said, fuck official Smash, this is my Smash Brothers. And I know there's tons of games like that too, like Project M, Project Plus, other Smash games like in that regard, but I haven't played any of those. So this kind of feels like, to me anyway, like the Smash game you would introduce to your friends if you didn't have the actual Super Smash Bros. At your crib, at your place, I know I'm rambling on about how great this game is and so on and so forth for most of this video. It's just I can't think of anything else, or not think of anything else. There's literally nothing but good memories here that I have for Super Smash Flash 2. And in terms of like a review or my experience, that's pretty much my experience with the game. I don't think I've ever raged too hard on it. Online, the fact that this game can go online with other people is also really cool. Like the usual Smash games, better than Brawl, I can tell you that, in terms of online play. Like I said about the unique characters, them being added was absolutely sick. That original Smash couldn't get in because either A, the rule set that they have for characters to get into Smash, or B, they just didn't feel like, or they did add them, but it was like years later, man. And all of this was made by one person starting out his passion, and then it turned into a small team, and now those developers, right now, actually, fun fact about this, a lot of those developers for Super Smash Flash 2 actually went to go work on other games, like Fraymakers, and other Smash platform fighters, and other video games, because they learned from Super Smash Flash 2 how to develop games and their own coding and all that other sort of stuff, which I'm very happy for the development team of this game that they got a good ending. Even though Super Smash Flash 2 was the first thing, it wasn't like their only thing. They actually managed to find other things and actually get work, and now they work on other things as proper game developers, you know, before they did Super Smash. And it all started with Super Smash Flash 2 and people, you know, loving the game and giving them feedback, you know, on the game and so on and so on. And I love that. I love that fact. That I'm able to, that they're able to find work. They're able to find other projects that they can do, you know. They're not just on the street or something after Super Smash Flash 2, you know. It's kind of crazy. But, and this is kind of like more of a love letter, but thank you. McLeod Gaming, okay? I can't say the name right, but thank you for giving me this. Thank you for giving me and millions of others a Smash game that we could all remember very fondly for, even if it wasn't officially licensed Nintendo game, and Nintendo probably came after your asses for it later on. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to play this game for free, too. This game is free, 100% free. You don't have to pay a single dime for any of the characters, anything. This is a pure passion project. And that's exactly what I miss in today's market. I want to mention this, too, is not a lot of people, unlike that team that made Super Smash Flash 2, this game is pure passion. This game wasn't made to make a buck. This game was made for the love of the Super Smash Bros. Community and the love the development team had for all the games they included in it. Nintendo, these are the people you should be hiring, man, to make the next Super Smash Bros. I would love it if McLeod Gaming actually had a foot in the door in terms of actually being able to develop an official Smash game with him taking over the roster. That would be so fucking dope and a dream come true. The developer for Super Smash Flash 2 is actually going to develop, but Nintendo isn't like that, so they're probably not going to do that. But yeah, that's my experience with Super Smash Flash 2. I love the game to death. I made multiple memories with Nick, my brother, not my dad, and even by myself doing target practice and other things that this game offered. Like, it's just one of the best Flash games all around. And I know there's tons of videos talking about Super Smash Flash 2 and how goated it is, so why are you even making yours? I want to talk about my own experiences. That's why I made this shit. And also to get a third vid out, but for today, since streaming's what I do all the time, and yeah, that's Super Smash Flash 2. I know this was the shortest one, but this is the peakest one in my opinion. They also added Pac-Man before Pac-Man was also in Smash 4, I think, too. So there's a lot of characters they added, and yes, I'm back already, because I told y'all I'm going to be back. Constantly back, going back and forth with these videos. This is the last one, but yeah. But yeah, that's my experience with Super Smash Flash 2. I wanted to talk about this game for a while, but I didn't get the opportunity, mainly due to me just not having this game in the front of my mind, you know, just kind of, I actually kind of thought about this video idea like 3, 4, 5 days back, saying, you know what, Super Smash Flash 2, you're getting a goddamn video. But anyways, again, McLeod Gaming, you and your entire team are G's, and I'm very grateful you guys, a lot of you guys found other works, you know, and I hope each and every single one of you guys that develop this game live happy lives, and not just because you developed the game, but I really hope you guys are also having fun with your other projects too, and if possible, maybe try to get your foot in the door with actual Nintendo, and maybe see if you can take over for Sakurai's role and shit. You know, that I don't know. That's a random suggestion. Maybe do that. But yeah, until then, I'll see you guys later. I mean, yeah, we could talk, Renee. It's just, I don't know for how long. God. Sorry, my nose. I don't know for how long. Why is my nose fucking with me right now? But maybe from the soda from yesterday. I don't know. But anyways, Like, comment, subscribe, favorite, share with your friends. And I'm sorry for having to leave because my nose keeps fucking with me 24/7, 7 days a week right now. I don't have allergies, so I don't know why it's even bothering me. It usually never bothers me. Actually, 10 times out of 10, it doesn't really bother me. But now this one time it does. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Super Smash Flash 2, you're a goddamn G of the game. Love you, man. You're gonna fucking...